some of the breakout players you saw from the combine?
Well, it's unfortunate what's going on with Jalen Carter right now. We didn't get to see him move around the combine because everything going on. And now you've seen some of the other stuff coming in overweight at his pro day, having some other issues off the field. But because of what he did and because of how good he looked, Will Anderson is the odds-on favorite to be the number one player coming out of this draft. As far as the defensive side of the ball, Will Anderson is an outside linebacker edge, depending on your scheme, from Alabama. Most people have him projected as the number 3 pick in the draft. I do think that the Arizona Cardinals are very much trying to get out of that pick. And if somebody wants to leapfrog the Colts, whether it's the Raiders or the Titans or the Falcons, and they want to get up there and get their pick, Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, or for some reason, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud falls to 3. They're probably going to wait until, cards play out. But as soon as that, no pun intended. But as soon as the Texans make their pick, the Cardinals probably got a deal in place already. And the rumor is the Raiders and the Titans are the most likely to be trading up to number 3, and they would be targeting either Will Levis or Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
Looking at, other defensive players, we'll just stick with the defensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tyree Wilson is he was on Bruce Feldman's freak list. Everybody go check out Bruce Feldman's freak list. Everybody that knows anybody that's anything football reads that list. And these guys are just guys that are size speed freaks. And Tyree Wilson, he's like a 7 foot 8, a wingspan. He is your, kind of your Myles Garrett body type kind of a guy. He's huge. You don't see the huge production. And so you kind of wonder where that is. But Tyree Wilson's moved up the board, and he could compete with Will Anderson for that top pick. Love that shirt. And then Lucas Van Ness is very interesting out of Iowa. So Iowa does this weird thing where they only play their seniors. And so when people see Lucas Van Ness being mocked in the top 10, top 15, and this guy didn't even start last year, like that's a joke, right? But it's like every time he got on the field, he was unstoppable. Mm-hmm. And like Iowa was just like stupid for sticking to their system. And so Lucas Van Ness is number 3 for Bucky Brooks as far as edge rushers. I've seen him mocked as high as the 7th or 8th pick in the draft. But I think he goes top 15. Keon White out of Georgia Tech. He's more of your 3-4 defensive end, but he's a little bigger. But he's another guy. And then Miles Murphy out of Clemson. But there's a lot of edge rushers in this class. It's a very deep class. Kid out of McDonald out of Iowa State. I mean, he's an athletic guy. Got the Dwight Freeney spin move. He's a little smaller, kind of like a Hassan Reddick kind of a build. But this guy is an athletic freak. Like he literally was jumping over cars in his workout video. And then as far as defensive ends, you got quite a few, but the 2 guys that probably go in the first round are Kalijah Cansey out of Pittsburgh and Jalen Carter. And the other guy might be Brian Breesy out of Clemson.
The Top 25 Rundown, every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, here on the Sportscast.